Jon Jones and Daniel Cormier are about to give us a reunion absolutely nobody had on their bingo card. And no, it has nothing to do with the octagon. Russian promoter Alfredo Auditori has revealed that a wrestling match between the two legends is officially being put together for the PWL League. He's gone on record saying it is essentially locked in from both camps, sending the MMA world into a frenzy. When you consider the sheer animosity between these two, the wars they had at light heavyweight, the trash talk, the infamous brawl at the MGM, the thought of them going head-to-head on a wrestling mat all these years later is genuinely insane, especially since DC has been living his best life in retirement and behind the commentary desk. And speaking of Jones, a video just went viral showing him having a completely unhinged reaction to a fan encounter because the guy had Jon's actual face tattooed on his leg. But Jones versus Cormier isn't the only massive matchup being floated around Jones' name right now. Francis Ngannou just dropped a serious statement about his retirement plans, and Jones is front and center. Ngannou made it crystal clear that he wants to fight Jon before he walks away from the sport for good, and he threw the ball straight into the promoter's lap. His message was simple: bring him the contract, he'll look it over, and if the numbers make sense, he'll put pen to paper. Fans have been going back and forth for years over who the real #1 heavyweight on the planet is, and with Francis openly willing to sign, the pressure is now squarely on the executives to get the business side sorted before both men are gone.
Is it a fight that you actually want, or is it a fight that you would just do? Jon Jones is the fight you want?
Yeah. Jon Jones is the fight that I really want to have before my retirement.
You understand why the Jon Jones fight doesn't happen? I mean,
I understand, but that doesn't take away that is a fight that I would have liked to. If there is something, if I have to pick, like to say, okay, let's do this one and go home, then he'll be Jon Jones.
Would you ever be in a situation where you were like, I'm done? What if I ask the UFC if they would put that fight together, knowing that like I got nothing to lose, and even if I signed a contract with them, that it would be over anyway?
Listen, I have no problem with contract. It's not like I have problem with contract. I have problem with the way that the contract is being used. I still sign contract. I'm a businessman. You understand? So I understand the concept of contract, which is an agreement between two people that have to each other deliver something. And when I sign contract, I make sure that I deliver. I honor my part of the contract. Bring me the contract, I look at it. If it's right, I sign. It has to be right and fair. That's all what I'm.
That Dagestani training room is already stacked with talent, and now Khabib Nurmagomedov is reminding everyone that retirement hasn't slowed him down one bit. The undefeated legend recently opened up about where his body is at physically, and the answer might surprise you. Khabib says he can still go round for round with top-level contenders in the gym, and the reason is pretty straightforward. He came through an entire UFC career without absorbing significant damage. No wars that left him broken, no brutal shots that took years off his life. That clean bill of health means he can keep pushing the next generation of elite fighters on the mats every single day.
Yeah, I have couple surgeries in my body, but like knee, my back, but I'm fully good. I finished my career. I still compete in gym with high level because I have some of the best students in the world. They fighters, they on top, and I compete with them. Because in my career I never get damaged in fight. I was always good. My face was good. I was happy, win, and body. I'm not gonna say 100% I'm fit, but if we compare to other fighters when they finish, the way how they have brain damage, body damage, everything, alhamdulillah, I'm very good.
That Dagestani camp is going to be running at full capacity because Islam Makhachev is preparing to put his welterweight title on the line, and we may now know exactly who's in his way. Carlos Prates just dropped a major leak, revealing he has already started building his full fight camp with the specific goal of being the official backup fighter for Islam's upcoming clash with Ian Machado Garry on August 15th. The fight hasn't been formally announced yet, but Prates is claiming he has inside information on the matchup. He's made it clear that if anything happens to either the champ or the challenger between now and fight night, he will be fully prepared to step in. This is an incredibly smart move from the Brazilian powerhouse. After demolishing Jack Della Maddalena in devastating fashion, Prates is riding serious momentum and sitting near the very top of the welterweight contender rankings. By inserting himself as the safety net for August 15th, he keeps his name right in the middle of the title conversation.
I really think, like, I heard people saying, like, that fight gonna happen, you know, 15 August. And also I talked with my coach, like, after Netherlands, we're going to Hungary. And after Hungary, I'm gonna back to Brazil and I'm gonna start the fight camp to fight 15 August, you know, because I know something happened with Makhachev or Ian. They're gonna call me and I'm gonna be ready.
Did you talk to the UFC about being the backup fighter yet?
No, I didn't talk, but I know, like, I'm the number 2 on the rank.
True, but some fighters
they don't need to call me. Like, I saw something happen, I say, hey, I'm here. You know, I'm doing the fight camp. I just saw the guys who I'm gonna bring to the fight camp, really good grapplers to help me on the fight camp. I have like 8 weeks. It's a good time to train.
So you don't mind being a backup fighter? Some fighters say, no, I don't want to be the backup fighter, I'll wait, and then someone else steps in to be the backup fighter, but you don't care. We know you don't care.
I can fight it.
Dana White has finally broken his silence on the topic dominating MMA headlines right now. Why exactly Sean Strickland was left off the White House event? During a recent Q&A session, Dana admitted he saw this coming the moment the card was announced. He said the brass fully expected Strickland to kick up a storm the second he found out he wasn't on the lineup, and that's precisely what happened. While a massive chunk of the MMA community is furious at the UFC for excluding their only undisputed American champion, another segment isn't remotely surprised. Given Sean's track record of unfiltered government jabs and his completely unrestrained online presence, handing him a live microphone on the South Lawn was always an enormous liability. Here's what Dana had to say about it.
Are you guys keeping an extra eye on him? Are you worried about him wandering around there?
He played it up more than whatever was jokingly. Yeah, but this, going into this, I knew what this was going to be like. Yes, we're prepared for it. People play this stuff up and, oh, he said this, he said. What do I always tell you guys? This is a fight business, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy business. And, you know, that stuff doesn't bother me. What other people are thinking, you know, doesn't bother me. I don't care about any of that stuff.
And Strickland isn't the only one getting shut out. Bryce Mitchell has now confirmed that he is officially banned from the South Lawn event as well, and his explanation is exactly as wild as you'd expect. Mitchell says he was barred because of those comments he made about going fishing with Hitler. If you were following the story back in early 2025, you'll remember the enormous backlash those remarks triggered, which forced Dana White himself to publicly go after Bryce. Dana held absolutely nothing back.
I think he's probably one of the dumbest, literally one of the dumbest human beings. Let's not forget that this is a guy who took a drill through his nutsack, then had to reverse it and pulled the drill back out of his. That's the level of stupid that we're talking about here. And I could probably go on for 10 minutes talking about how dumb Bryce Mitchell is.
Despite all of that fallout, Mitchell is still insisting that his words were pulled completely out of context and that the situation painted him as a villain he doesn't believe he is. He's even gone as far as saying that if the UFC needs him as a replacement on the White House card, he'll step up. Here's what Bryce had to say for himself.
No, Strickland should be able to go. I'm definitely not going to be able to go because, you know, I said I'd go fishing with her, so they're never going to let me in there. And, you know, they took one thing I said out of context and then told the world that I'm the evil guy, I'm the bad guy, I'm not American. When, dude, I'm an American farmer. Outside of my fighting career, I help feed people in this country, and you have these billionaires telling me that I'm not an American, blah, blah, blah. They're cowards. They're really just cowards, man, and they're the ones that aren't American.
That's it from MMA Time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA updates.